America, pause for just one moment, because what I'm about to reveal today is not locked inside a museum, not guarded by banks, and not hidden behind glass. This is about real American money that millions of people have touched, spent, dropped, and forgotten, without ever realizing what they were holding. Today's video exposes 10 Lincoln Wheat Pennies that look simple, feel ordinary, and blend into everyday life, yet secretly carry explosive, life-altering power. Coins that collectors chase in silence. Coins that vanish into private vaults. Coins whose value is rising while most people are completely unaware. And here's the shocking truth. One of these pennies could still be hiding in your home, in an old jar, a drawer, or a forgotten box, or worse, it may have already slipped through your fingers forever. This is not history class. This is not fiction. This is the real US coin market happening right now. Stay with me, because every coin we reveal gets rarer, heavier, and more dangerous to ignore. And the value reveals ahead will change how you look at pennies forever. Welcome to USA Coin Reveal, where ordinary cents become extraordinary American treasure, and where hidden wealth is uncovered every single day. Now, let's unlock coin number one. Coin number one, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1943. It doesn't shine. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't beg for attention. In fact, most people would never look at it twice. And that single mistake is exactly why this coin has become one of the most accidentally lost treasures in American history. The 1943 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, was born during one of the most dramatic moments the United States has ever faced. World War II was raging. Copper was needed for ammunition, wiring, and military equipment. The U.S. Mint made a historic decision that year to stop using copper for pennies and switch to steel. But history is never perfect. In 1,943 amperes, tiny number of pennies were accidentally struck using the original bronze composition, not steel. These were not planned. They were not announced. They were mistakes, and mistakes like this are where legends are born. This specific penny, struck in Philadelphia with no mint mark, carries that accident in its DNA. Its composition tells the story before words ever could. Unlike the common steel cents of that year, this coin has the weight, texture, and presence of bronze. When held, it feels solid, confident, and unmistakably different. The dimensions of this coin follow the classic wheat penny standard. A familiar diameter, balanced thickness, and a weight that serious collectors recognize instantly. The moment this penny rests in the palm, it feels like history refusing to be ignored. What makes this coin truly electrifying are its unique features. The warm tone beneath natural aging. The way the design details remain strong, even in very fine condition. The sharpness of Lincoln's profile. The clarity of the wheat stalks on the reverse. These are not just design elements, they are proof of authenticity. Collectors know that most 1,943 pennies should cling to a magnet. This one doesn't, and that single fact alone changes everything. Rarity does not begin to describe this coin. The number of genuine 1,943 bronze Lincoln Wheat Pennies without mint mark is so small that most collectors will never see one in their lifetime. Many have been destroyed. Others sit permanently locked away in private collections. Every year, fewer remain available, and demand continues to grow without mercy. Collector demand for this exact condition, very fine, original surface, no mint mark, is ferocious. This is not a coin collectors debate over. When one appears, decisions are made quickly, quietly, and confidently. This penny represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and everyone in the serious collecting world knows it. Now listen carefully, because this moment matters. What I'm about to say is absolutely current, based on today's market, and reflects the real value for the exact condition described. No exaggeration, no outdated numbers. A genuine 1943 Lincoln Wheat Penny without mint mark, preserved in very fine condition, is currently valued at $412,000 USD. Yes, $412,000. This is not imagination. This is not speculation. This is the market speaking right now. If you own this penny, you are not holding a cent. You are holding compressed American wealth. You are holding a piece of history powerful enough to change your life in a single moment. This is not small money. This is big treasure hiding in plain sight. And here is the truth that cannot be ignored. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time is working in its favor. As examples disappear into permanent collections and the supply tightens further, pressure on price continues to rise. Wait for time. Watch it grow. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. For collectors, the message is clear. Never clean this coin. Never alter its surface. Never rush to sell without professional verification. Respect its originality, protect its condition, and understand its power before making any decision. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never come back. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is not replaceable. This coin is not just money. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day without ever knowing what they let go. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every day, uncovering real treasures still hiding across America. This was only coin number 1. What comes next is even rarer and even more shocking. Coin number 2, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1918. This coin doesn't look rich. It doesn't look valuable. It doesn't look special. In fact, most people would reject it instantly. And that single reaction is exactly why this penny has become one of the most brutally underestimated hidden treasures in American coin history. The 1918 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was born at the very edge of global chaos. World War I was tearing the world apart. The United States was mobilizing industry, manpower, and resources at a scale never seen before. The U.S. Mint was under pressure, producing coinage rapidly to support a nation at war. Speed mattered. Perfection did not. And that urgency left behind coins with stories burned into their metal. This penny was struck in Philadelphia, which is why it carries no mint mark, a silent identifier that immediately places it at the heart of American minting history. Its composition is the classic bronze alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, a metal formula that reacts strongly to time, air, and handling. Over more than a century, that reaction has transformed this coin's surface into a black-brown rust shade, layered, uneven, and raw. To the untrained eye, it looks dirty. To a serious collector, it looks untouched, original, and dangerous. The weight, diameter, thickness, and proportions of this penny follow the original wheat penny standard, a design that was never meant to be disposable. When you hold it, even in dirty condition, it carries a physical authority that modern coins simply do not possess. The dimensions are balanced. The metal feels alive. The surface tells a story without words. What makes this coin extraordinary is not what it lost, it's what it kept. Despite its darkened surface, the core design remains readable. Lincoln's profile still emerges through the layers of time. The wheat ears on the reverse remain present, grounding the coin firmly in its era. That contrast, strong design beneath heavy aging, is one of the most powerful signals collectors look for. This black-brown rust shade is not damage caused by abuse. It is natural aging, the result of decades spent in circulation, storage, and survival. No artificial cleaning, no modern interference, no attempt to make it look younger than it is. That honesty is priceless. Now let's talk about rarity, because this is where reality becomes uncomfortable. Yes, many pennies were struck in 1918, but almost none survived like this. Most were cleaned aggressively by well-meaning hands. Others were polished into lifeless copper discs. Many were melted, destroyed, or worn beyond recognition. Finding a 1918 no mint-mark wheat penny with front and back intact, original dark surface, and dirty but undisturbed condition is no longer common. It is exceptional. Collector demand for this exact state is intense and rising. Modern collectors no longer chase beauty. They chase truth. They want coins that look their age, feel their history, and prove they have never been tampered with. This penny does all three without apology. In elite circles, coins like this are not displayed loudly. They are acquired quietly. When one surfaces, it doesn't stay available for long. It disappears into private holdings, into collections that rarely release anything back into the market. And now, this is the moment. What I am about to tell you is absolutely current, reflects today's real market, and applies only to the exact condition described. No assumptions, no fantasy. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1918, without mint mark, with front and back black-brown rust shade, preserved in dirty but original condition, is currently commanding a market value of $505,000 USD. Yes, $505,000. This is not hype. This is not exaggeration. This is the real market speaking right now. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding old change. You are holding compressed American history with explosive financial power. This is not small wealth. This is big money hiding in plain sight, the kind of treasure people accidentally lose because they judge it by appearance alone. And here is the truth. Most people are not ready to hear. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time is not hurting it. Time is strengthening it. As untouched examples become rarer and collector competition intensifies, the pressure on price continues to rise. Wait for time. Watch it grow. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. For collectors, the message is crystal clear. Never clean this coin. Never attempt to brighten it. Never scrape away its history. That dark surface is not a flaw. It is the source of its power. Protect it, verify it professionally, and understand what you own before making any move. Because once this coin leaves your hands, it may never return. This penny is not ugly. This penny is not weak. This penny is not forgotten. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they mistake age for worthlessness. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every day, uncovering real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 2. And what comes next is even rarer. Coin number 3, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1951. This penny scares people away. They see the green spots. They see the age. They assume it's damaged, ruined, worthless. And that single misunderstanding is exactly why this coin has quietly become one of the most accidentally discarded treasures in modern American coin history. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the S mint mark was struck in San Francisco during a period when America was transitioning from wartime recovery into industrial dominance. The country was moving fast. Coins were tools of commerce, not objects of care. Pennies were spent hard, stored poorly, and forgotten easily. But some coins don't disappear. They wait. This penny was struck using the classic bronze composition, a precise blend of copper, tin, and zinc, a metal formula that reacts honestly with time. Over decades, exposure to air and moisture causes copper to develop green oxidation spots, often called verdigris. To the untrained eye, this looks like corrosion. To experienced collectors, it is a signature of untouched originality. These green rust spots are not random. They form naturally, slowly, and only on coins that have never been stripped, polished, or chemically altered. They are evidence that the coin has survived exactly as it lived, unprotected, unmodified, and real. The physical presence of this penny still commands attention. Its weight carries the density of true bronze. Its diameter and thickness reflect the final golden era of wheat penny production. The proportions are balanced, familiar, and instantly recognizable to serious collectors the moment it touches the hand. What makes this coin electrifying are its unique visual contradictions. The front side shows green rust spots scattered like timestamps across Lincoln's portrait, while the underlying design remains strong and readable. The reverse still anchors the coin in its wheat penny identity. This contrast between aging and integrity is exactly what high-level collectors hunt for. Now let's talk about the mint mark, because this is where the pressure builds. The S mint mark places this coin in San Francisco, a mint known for producing lower quantities compared to Philadelphia. Fewer coins struck means fewer coins surviving. And when you combine that with decades of circulation, loss and destruction, the surviving population shrinks fast. Finding a 1951 S wheat penny in old condition with natural green oxidation, untouched and uncleaned, is no longer normal. It is rare, and rarity fuels desire. Collector demand for this exact condition is intense and rising. Today's elite collectors are not fooled by shine. They chase originality. They want coins that prove they have never been interfered with. Those green spots are not imperfections. They are proof of survival. When coins like this surface, they do not stay in public view. They move quickly into private collections. They disappear into long-term holdings. And every time that happens, the remaining supply tightens even more. Now listen closely. What I'm about to tell you is absolutely current, reflects today's real market, and applies only to the exact condition described. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny 1951 with S mint mark, featuring front-side green rust spots preserved in old original condition, is currently commanding a market value of $450,000 USD. Yes, $450,000. This is not rumor. This is not speculation. This is the market speaking right now. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding old copper. You are holding condensed American wealth, locked inside a coin most people would throw away without a second thought. This is not small value. This is hidden treasure, the kind that changes lives quietly. And here's the truth that cannot be ignored. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time is not damaging it. Time is sharpening it. As fewer untouched examples remain, and demand continues to surge, the pressure on price keeps climbing. Wait for time. Let it mature. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Never clean this coin. Never remove the green oxidation. Never attempt to improve its appearance. That green surface is not weakness. It is the source of its power. Secure it properly, verify it professionally, and understand its worth before making any decision. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not broken. This coin is not flawed. This coin is not forgotten. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they mistake age and oxidation for failure. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every day, exposing real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 3. And what's coming next is even more unbelievable. Coin number 4, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1958. This penny looks perfect, too perfect, and that is exactly why it slips through people's hands unnoticed. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark represents the final breath of an era. This was the last year the wheat penny design was ever produced. After this, everything changed. A chapter of American coinage closed forever, quietly, without warning, without ceremony. And most people never realized it. Struck in Philadelphia, this penny carries no mint mark, marking it as part of the nation's primary minting legacy. It was produced at a time when America was standing tall, confident, and dominant on the world stage. The economy was strong, manufacturing was booming, and the U.S. Mint was operating at peak precision. That precision is exactly why this coin is so dangerous to underestimate. Its composition is the classic bronze alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, a metal formula that holds detail, strength, and longevity better than almost any modern coinage. In extra fine condition, this penny retains an astonishing amount of its original detail. Lincoln's portrait remains sharp and authoritative. The wheat stalks on the reverse still speak clearly, as if the coin has refused to age. The physical characteristics of this penny reflect mastery. Its weight feels deliberate. Its diameter and thickness are perfectly balanced. The edges remain crisp. The surfaces still carry the original intent of the engraver. This is not just a coin. This is craftsmanship frozen in time. What makes this penny truly electrifying is its unique position in history. Being the last wheat penny ever minted gives it a symbolic power no other year can claim. Collectors don't just see metal, they see finality. They see the end of a design that defined generations of Americans. In extra fine condition, this coin becomes something entirely different from its circulated cousins. It represents survival without compromise. It shows what the wheat penny was meant to look like before time erased it from everyday life. Now let's talk about rarity, not in numbers, but in reality. Yes, many 1,958 pennies were produced, but almost none survived in true extra-fine condition without being cleaned, altered, or mishandled. Most were spent. Most were damaged. Most lost their sharpness decades ago. Finding one today that still holds its detail, surface integrity, and original presence is no longer normal. Collector demand for this exact condition is extreme and relentless. Serious collectors know this coin marks the end of a dynasty. They chase it, not just for its rarity, but for its meaning. Once acquired, these coins are rarely released back into the market. And when supply disappears while demand grows, value explodes. Now listen carefully. What I'm about to say is absolutely current, reflects today's real market, and applies only to the exact condition described. Extra fine, no mint mark, untouched. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1958 without mint mark, preserved in extra fine condition, is currently commanding a market value of $340,000 USD. Yes, $340,000. This is not exaggeration. This is not nostalgia. This is the market speaking right now. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding an old cent. You are holding the closing chapter of American coin history, compressed into a single piece of bronze with enormous financial gravity. This is not small value. This is big treasure, hiding in silence. And here is the truth that cannot be ignored. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time is not erasing it. Time is magnifying it. As collectors race to secure the final wheat penny in elite condition, pressure on price continues to rise. Wait for time. Let history work for you. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never assume its common appearance means common value. Protect it properly, verify it professionally, and understand its weight before letting it go. Because once it's gone, it may never return. This penny is not ordinary. This penny is not replaceable. This penny is not just history. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they mistake familiarity for worthlessness. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every day, uncovering real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 4. And what's coming next is even more powerful. Coin number 5. USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1934. This is the penny people regret throwing away. Because at first glance, it looks tired. It looks scratched. It looks dirty. And that illusion has destroyed more hidden wealth than almost any other mistake in American coin history. The 1934 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, was born during one of the most emotionally heavy periods in the United States, the heart of the Great Depression. America was struggling. Money was moving fast. Hands were rough, and coins were tools of survival, not objects of preservation. Pennies like this one were passed endlessly, dropped, scraped, and worn down by a nation fighting to stay alive. And yet, some survived. Struck in Philadelphia, this penny carries no mint mark, placing it directly at the center of American minting during one of its most intense eras. Its composition is the classic bronze alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, a metal formula that reacts honestly with time. Over decades, exposure to air, moisture, and circulation formed gray rust spots across both sides of the coin, while light scratches recorded every moment of its journey. To most people, that looks like damage. To serious collectors, that looks like pure authenticity. The physical presence of this penny still holds authority. Its weight remains solid. Its diameter and thickness follow the original wheat penny standard, proportions that have survived more than a century of American history. Even in dirty condition, the coin feels real, grounded, and undeniable in the hand. What makes this coin electrifying is the contrast it carries. Beneath the gray oxidation and scratches, Lincoln's portrait still stands firm. The wheat ears on the reverse still declare their identity. This is not a destroyed coin. This is a coin that lived and lived fully. Those gray rust spots are not artificial. They are not chemical damage. They are the natural result of untouched bronze aging over decades. The scratches are not abuse. They are proof the coin was never hidden, never altered, never cleaned to look younger than it truly is. That honesty is exactly what high-level collectors are desperate to find. Now let's talk about rarity, because this is where the story turns serious. Millions of pennies were struck in 1934, but almost all of them were destroyed by time, melted, polished, or scrubbed clean by people who didn't understand what they had. Finding a 1934 no mint mark wheat penny with front and back gray rust spots, original scratches, and dirty but undisturbed condition is no longer common. It is rare and disappearing fast. Collector demand for this exact state is explosive. Modern collectors are not chasing perfection. They are chasing truth. They want coins that prove survival without manipulation. Coins that still wear their history openly. When examples like this appear, they do not sit on the market. They are absorbed quietly, quickly, and permanently into private collections. Every time that happens, supply tightens further, and the remaining coins become more powerful. Now listen carefully, because this moment matters. What I am about to tell you is absolutely current, based on today's real market, and applies only to the exact condition described, no fantasy, no outdated numbers. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1934 without mint mark, with front and back grey rust spots, visible scratches, preserved in dirty but original condition, is currently commanding a market value of $501,000 USD. Yes, $501,000. This is not exaggeration. This is not hype. This is the market speaking right now. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding damaged change. You are holding $500,000 of American history, compressed into a coin most people would throw away without hesitation. This is not small wealth. This is big treasure hiding in plain sight. And here is the truth most people cannot accept. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time is not erasing it. Time is sharpening it. As untouched Depression-era coins vanish into permanent collections, the pressure on price continues to rise. Wait for time. Let history reward patience. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. For collectors, the message is powerful and clear. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never try to remove the rust or scratches. Those marks are not flaws. They are the source of its authority. Secure it, authenticate it professionally, and understand its weight before making any decision. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not ugly. This coin is not broken. This coin is not weak. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they confuse age and wear with worthlessness. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every day, uncovering real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 5. And what comes next is even more dangerous to ignore. Coin number 6, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1934. This penny hides in plain sight. To the casual eye, it looks dark. It looks worn. It looks dirty and unremarkable. And that single impression is exactly why millions of dollars of hidden wealth disappear every year. Because people throw away treasure thinking it's just old metal. The 1934 Lincoln Wheat Penny, showing both front and back black rust spots and preserved in dirty old condition, was struck at the heart of the Great Depression, a time when America's streets were filled with hardship and every penny mattered more than ever. Coins were passed rapidly from hand to hand, lost in pockets, jars, and drawers, while most Americans had no idea that these tiny discs carried stories, history, and hidden value that would grow beyond imagination. Struck in Philadelphia, this penny carries no mint mark, placing it at the center of U.S. coin production at a moment when minting volumes were enormous, but survival was uncertain. Its composition is the classic bronze alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, a metal carefully engineered to survive decades, to hold detail, and to record every scar of its journey. And survive it has, with black rust spots forming naturally across its surfaces, proof that time and oxidation have left their mark. Untouched, authentic, and undeniably rare. Holding this coin, you feel it. Its weight feels like history itself. Its diameter and thickness are perfectly balanced, exactly as the mint intended. The edges remain clear enough to reflect the craft of a time long gone. Even in dirty condition, this penny speaks volumes. A tactile reminder that some treasures are hidden in plain sight, waiting for those who understand their power. What makes this coin extraordinary are the unique signs of survival it carries. The black rust spots aren't damage. They're authenticity. They're proof the coin was never polished, never altered, and never forced to look young again. The front side still reveals Lincoln's enduring profile, stoic and determined. The reverse wheat stalks stand out against the oxidized metal, a visual testament to the coin's resilience. This contrast between decay and design is exactly what collectors are hunting for. Rarity is not just about numbers, it's about survival. Millions of pennies were struck in May 1934, but almost all have succumbed to wear, cleaning, or neglect. To find a 1934 Lincoln Wheat Penny with front and back black rust spots in dirty old condition, intact and untouched, is extremely rare. Most of these coins have been lost, destroyed, or locked away in private collections. And that scarcity is exactly what drives collector demand through the roof. Collectors today are sophisticated. They no longer chase shiny coins. They chase originality, authentic history, and the story a coin carries through its surface. That black rust, those natural imperfections, the dirt, all of these are signals to the market. This is a coin that has survived. This is a coin that has value beyond imagination. And now, the moment of truth. What I am about to share is absolutely current, verified in today's market, and applies specifically to the coin as described: dirty, old, black rust spots, both sides visible. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1934, showing front and back black rust spots, preserved in dirty old condition, is currently commanding a market value of $470,000 USD. Yes, $470,000. This is not exaggeration. This is not speculation. This is the market as it exists right now. If you hold this penny, you are not holding forgotten change. You are holding compressed American history with life-changing financial power. This is not small wealth. This is a hidden treasure slipping through the cracks every single day because most people mistake age for worthless damage. And here's the most important truth. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time does not harm it. Time strengthens it. As untouched Depression-era coins disappear into private collections and supply diminishes further, collector pressure rises relentlessly and prices climb silently but steadily. For collectors, the guidance is simple and critical. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never attempt to remove its natural black rust. These marks are not flaws. They are the source of the coin's power. Protect it, authenticate it professionally, and respect its history before taking any step. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not ugly. This coin is not broken. This coin is not ordinary. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they fail to see its worth. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every day, exposing real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 6. And what comes next is even rarer, even more shocking, and even more impossible to ignore. Coin 7, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1950 for D mint mark. This penny whispers wealth quietly. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't shine under the light. To the untrained eye, it looks ordinary. It looks worn. It looks like something that might have slipped through someone's fingers without consequence. And that single misjudgment is exactly why this coin has become one of the most secretly valuable treasures in modern American numismatics. People are walking past life-changing wealth every day without even realizing it. The 1950 for Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark was struck in Denver, a branch of the U.S. Mint, known for producing lower quantities than Philadelphia, giving every Denver coin an instant edge in rarity. This penny comes from an era of post-war America, a nation booming in optimism, yet still steeped in the precision craftsmanship of mid-century minting. Every detail mattered. Every strike was deliberate. And some of those details have survived nearly 7 decades, quietly carrying enormous value in their bronze composition. Its material is the classic Lincoln Wheat Penny bronze alloy, a careful mix of copper, tin, and zinc, designed to withstand circulation while holding the crispness of its design. Over decades, this particular penny developed grey rust spots on the front side, natural markers of age that prove it has survived untouched. To most people, these spots suggest wear or neglect. To a collector, they are proof of authenticity, proof that this coin has never been polished, altered, or manipulated to appear newer than it is. Holding this coin, you feel more than weight. You feel history. Its diameter, thickness, and precise weight are all engineered to perfection. Its edges and relief still carry the original strike of the Denver Mint. Even in fine condition, the coin speaks with authority, signaling that it is far more than just a piece of change. It is a survivor. The unique features of this coin elevate it above ordinary pennies. The D mint mark signifies its origin, instantly raising its collectible value. The grey rust spots aren't imperfections, they are a natural record of survival, highlighting the coin's journey through decades of circulation and storage. Lincoln's profile remains recognizable, strong and commanding, while the wheat stalks on the reverse anchor it in classic design. This balance of age, originality, and visual appeal makes it irresistible to serious collectors. Now let's talk rarity. The 1954 D penny was produced in smaller quantities than its Philadelphia counterpart, and over the decades, many were lost, destroyed, or circulated beyond recognition. To find one today in fine condition with untouched grey rust spots is no longer common. It is exceptional. The supply has dwindled, and collectors recognize that every surviving example is a chance that may never come again. Collector demand for this coin is intense and growing. Serious numismatists seek coins that display authentic age and tell a story through their surfaces. They no longer chase perfection. They chase truth, history, and scarcity. This coin provides all three. This coin provides all three. When one enters the market, it rarely stays available, disappearing quickly into private collections, never to be seen again. And now, the market reality. What I'm about to tell you is absolutely current, reflecting the real market value today for the exact condition described. Fine condition, D mint mark, front side grey rust spots. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny 1954D, preserved in fine condition with natural grey rust spots, is currently commanding a market value of $449,000 USD. Yes, $449,000. This is not speculation. This is not a projection. This is the market speaking right now. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding a small coin. You are holding compressed American history, life-changing financial power, and rare collectible treasure, all in the palm of your hand. This is not ordinary wealth. This is big treasure hiding silently, unnoticed, and undervalued by the untrained eye. And here's the truth that cannot be ignored. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Every year, fewer untouched examples remain, and collector demand grows ever stronger. Time is your ally if you preserve it properly. For collectors, the guidance is simple. Never clean it, never polish it, never attempt to improve its appearance. The grey rust is not a flaw, it is the coin's power. Protect it, verify it professionally, and respect its history before making any decision. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not just money. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is not replaceable. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they fail to recognize its worth. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every day, uncovering real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 7. And what comes next will continue to shock you. Coin number 8, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1944. At first glance, this penny screams worthless. Black, scratched, worn down, forgotten. It looks like something that should have been tossed decades ago. And that single assumption is exactly why millions of dollars of hidden treasure vanish every year. People see damage, assume nothing valuable remains, and walk away, completely unaware of what they're losing. The 1940 for Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, was struck at the height of World War II. The United States was fully engaged in global conflict. Factories were running 24 divided by 7, and coins were tools of survival, not objects of care. Amidst this chaos, the mint produced pennies in massive numbers, yet small numbers survived the war and the years after, unnoticed, forgotten, or tossed. This coin's composition is the classic bronze alloy. Copper, tin, and zinc, designed for durability, to survive circulation even when it was handled roughly, dropped, or stored improperly. Over the decades, this penny developed a black rust shade across its surface and bears visible scratches, evidence of a lifetime spent in pockets, jars, and drawers. What many see as damage, collectors recognize as authenticity. These marks are proof the coin was never cleaned, altered, or tampered with, a true survivor. Its dimensions, weight, thickness, diameter, are as intended by the US. Mint, perfectly balanced even after decades of handling. Despite its rough exterior, the coin retains the essence of the 1940 for design. Lincoln's profile remains identifiable. The wheat ears on the reverse still anchor it in classic history, and the metal itself tells the story of survival against time and circumstance. The unique features of this coin are subtle but critical. The black rust shade is natural, not artificially induced. The scratches are evidence of real life, a coin that was spent, lost, found, and somehow survived the chaos of mid-century America. This isn't just a penny. This is a living piece of history, and each imperfection makes it more rare, more authentic, and more desirable. Now let's talk rarity. Despite the enormous number of 1,944 pennies produced, almost all of them were circulated, worn down, or cleaned in the decades after the war. Finding a 1940 for no mint mark penny in bad condition, black rust shade with scratches that is still intact and authentic is no longer common. Few survive today, and every time one appears, collectors act quickly, quietly, and decisively. Collector demand for coins like this is fierce. Modern collectors no longer chase shiny, perfect coins. They chase originality, history, and scarcity. Coins that display their age honestly, black rust, scratches, and all, are the ones that command attention and value in today's market. When this coin changes hands, it disappears from circulation immediately, further driving up rarity and market interest. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. What I am about to tell you is absolutely current, reflecting today's real market, and applies only to the exact coin described: black rust shade, scratched, bad condition, no mint mark. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny 1944 without mint mark, with black rust shade and scratches preserved in bad but original condition, is currently commanding a market value of $379,000 USD. Yes, $379,000. This is not hype. This is not speculation. This is real, current market value, and it reflects exactly what collectors are paying today. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding trash. You are holding compressed American history and life-changing wealth, hidden in a coin that most people would discard without hesitation. This is not small money. This is big treasure hiding in plain sight, unnoticed by nearly everyone. And here's the truth collectors need to understand. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Every year, more examples are lost, destroyed, or locked away in private collections. Fewer untouched coins exist, and the pressure on price grows with each passing day. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Never clean this coin, never polish it, never attempt to improve its appearance. The black rust and scratches are proof of authenticity, the very reason this coin commands extraordinary value. Secure it, verify it professionally, and respect its history before taking any action. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not worthless. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is not replaceable. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they mistake age, wear, and scars for insignificance. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every day, uncovering treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 8. And what comes next will continue to shock you. Coin number 9. USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1935. At first glance, this penny seems quiet, almost unremarkable. A subtle coin, its backside marked with sky-color rust spots, its surfaces aged and fine, quietly sitting in jars, drawers, or old coin collections. Most people wouldn't give it a second glance. Most people would assume it's just another old penny. Nothing special, nothing worth keeping. And that is exactly the illusion that hides hundreds of thousands of dollars in plain sight. People pass this treasure by every single day, mistaking history and rarity for ordinary wear. The 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia at a time when America was recovering from the Great Depression. Coins were practical tools, passed hand to hand, spent for daily necessities, yet some survived, hidden, forgotten, or tucked away in collections. The moment this penny was struck, it was destined for circulation, but a lucky few endured the decades intact, preserving a silent record of history. Its composition is the classic bronze alloy, copper, tin, and zinc, a metal combination designed to withstand circulation, yet still carry detail. Over the decades, natural reactions with air and storage created sky-color rust spots on the backside. These spots are not flaws. They are evidence of originality, proof the coin has never been polished, cleaned, or tampered with. They tell a story of survival that no shiny, artificially cleaned coin can replicate. Physically, the coin is commanding in its simplicity. Its weight, thickness, and diameter remain exactly as the mint intended, balanced and precise. Lincoln's profile on the front is still recognizable, poised and stoic. The wheat ears on the reverse remain intact beneath the sky-colored oxidation, anchoring it firmly in American numismatic history. This coin may look modest, but every inch of its surface carries significance. What makes this coin extraordinary are the unique markers of authenticity. The sky-color rust spots are a natural fingerprint of time. They distinguish this coin from the millions of others struck in 1935. They highlight its age, endurance, and untouched condition. Every fine line scratch, every subtle oxidation mark, every natural variation tells the story of a coin that has survived against the odds. Rarity is not just a number, it is survival. Millions of 1,935 pennies were minted, but few have survived untouched, with the sky-color rust spots intact. Most were polished, cleaned, worn beyond recognition, or lost entirely. To find one in fine condition, original, and with untouched coloration is an extraordinary event. A hidden fortune that slips through hands unnoticed. Collector demand for coins like this is ferocious. Serious numismatists no longer chase shiny, perfect pennies. They chase history, rarity, and authenticity. This coin, with its natural aging and untouched condition, is exactly what collectors are competing to acquire. Once one appears in the market, it rarely stays for long. Supply is dwindling, and each surviving example becomes even more valuable. And now, the moment of truth. What I'm about to tell you is absolutely current, reflecting today's real market. For the exact coin described, fine condition, sky-color rust spots, no mint mark. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1,935 without mint mark, with backside sky-color rust spots, preserved in fine condition, is currently commanding a market value of $403,000 USD. Yes, $403,000. This is not hype. This is not speculation. This is the real market speaking today. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding just a small coin. You are holding a compressed piece of American history and life-changing financial power, a treasure hidden in plain sight. This is not ordinary wealth. This is a massive hidden fortune that most people overlook because it doesn't look flashy. And here's the reality collectors must face. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Fewer untouched 1,935 pennies exist, and collector competition intensifies constantly. Time is strengthening this coin's value, not weakening it. For collectors, the guidance is simple but crucial. Never clean this coin, never polish it, never try to remove its natural rust coloration. Protect it, verify it professionally, and respect its history before taking any action. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is not weak. This coin is not replaceable. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they underestimate its power. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every day, exposing real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 9. And what comes next? The final coin in our top 10 is more shocking than anything yet. Coin number 10. USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1940. At first glance, this penny seems defeated. Blackened, shaded with rust, worn, aged, and carrying decades of history, it might seem like something no collector would touch. Most people would assume it's worthless, destined to sit in a drawer unnoticed. But that assumption is exactly why this coin has quietly become one of the most overlooked and valuable treasures in American coin history. People are walking past life-changing wealth every day without knowing it. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny, showing both front and back black rust shade and preserved in bad condition, was struck during a pivotal period in American history. The country was emerging from the Great Depression and edging closer to global conflict. Pennies were tools of commerce, moved rapidly from hand to hand, and often discarded, lost, or damaged in circulation. And yet, against all odds, some survived, hidden in jars, forgotten in drawers, or tucked into old collections, waiting for someone who recognizes their true value. Its composition is the classic bronze alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, a metal designed to endure circulation while retaining detail over decades. What most see as imperfection is actually proof of authenticity. The scratches, the blackening, the wear, these are signs of a coin that has lived a full life and survived unaltered. Physically, this coin commands attention despite its surface. Its weight, thickness, and diameter remain true to the mint's specifications. Lincoln's profile, even shadowed and worn, retains strength and presence, while the wheat ears on the reverse still anchor it as a classic Lincoln Wheat penny. In bad condition, the coin does not scream wealth. It whispers it quietly, secretly, and powerfully. The unique features of this penny lie in its authenticity and survival. The black rust shade is a natural fingerprint of history. It tells a story of decades of circulation and exposure without ever being tampered with. Collectors understand that these features are not flaws. They are signatures of rarity and untouched originality, elevating the coin above ordinary examples of its year. Rarity comes not just from age, but from survival. Millions of 1,940 pennies were minted, but most were spent, worn, lost, or cleaned over the decades. To find a 1940 Lincoln Wheat penny with front and back black rust shade surviving in bad yet untouched condition is extremely rare. Every time one surfaces, collectors act fast. They disappear quickly into private collections, and every lost coin increases the value of the ones that remain. Collector demand for coins like this is intense. Today, serious numismatists are no longer chasing shiny perfection. They are hunting history, authenticity, and scarcity. This coin delivers all three. Its surface tells a story that polished, altered coins never could. Its scarcity ensures it will command attention the moment it appears. Now for the truth that counts, the market reality. What I'm about to share is absolutely current, based on today's real market, and reflects the exact coin described: black rust shading, bad condition, both sides. A genuine USA Lincoln Wheat penny, 1,940, with front and back black rust shade, preserved in bad but original condition, is currently commanding a market value of $421,000 USD. Yes, $421,000. This is not hype. This is not speculation. This is the real market today, reflecting what collectors are willing to pay for a coin that most people would discard. If this penny is in your possession, you are not holding trash. You are holding compressed American history, life-changing value, and a hidden treasure, all silently surviving in bronze. This is not small money. This is big treasure hiding in plain sight, overlooked by most because they mistake age, rust, and wear for worthlessness. And here's the truth every collector must understand. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time strengthens it. Fewer untouched, 1,940. Pennies survive, and the collector market grows increasingly competitive. Patience and proper preservation will reward the owner immensely. Pennies survive, and the collector market grows increasingly competitive. Patience and proper preservation will reward the owner immensely. For collectors, the advice is simple. Never clean it, never polish it, never attempt to improve its appearance. The black rust is not a flaw. It is the coin's power and authenticity. Secure it, authenticate it professionally, and respect its history before taking any action. Because once this penny leaves your hands, it may never return. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is not weak. This coin is not replaceable. It is a hidden American treasure, and people are accidentally losing it every single day because they failed to recognize its value. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every day, uncovering real treasures still hiding across the United States. This was coin number 10, completing our top 10 ultra-rare Lincoln Wheat Penny countdown. And if you think these coins are just old pennies, think again. Every one of these treasures could change a collection or a life forever. Thank you so much, my amazing treasure hunters, for joining me today on this incredible journey through the hidden gems of American history. Every single coin we explored is not just metal, it is a story, a legacy, a piece of time preserved in your very hands. Uncovering these antique treasures and witnessing the power, rarity, and timeless beauty that so many people accidentally lose every day. Your passion, your curiosity, and your love for discovering the hidden wealth of history keep this channel alive and vibrant. Remember, each coin we explored is more than just a collectible. It's a living piece of history, a secret fortune waiting to be recognized, and a reminder that the past holds treasures beyond imagination. From the deepest, oldest corners of coin history to the rarest finds that only a handful of people will ever hold, I thank you for being part of this journey. Stay tuned, because USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every single day, unearthing the world's most antique, unique, and killer treasures that could literally change the way you see history and wealth forever. So, treasure hunters, keep your eyes sharp, your hands ready, and your hearts excited, because the next hidden fortune is just around the corner. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this incredible adventure into America's greatest hidden coins.